Welcome back to the end of this mini-series. For 3 long days, the kingdom of Alegbo held its breath. There were no executions, no celebrations, no royal commands. There was only silence, and in that silence, a kingdom decides its true self. On the 4th day, the people gathered before the palace. They weren't summoned or forced. They came on their own, farmers with calloused hands, hunters with keen eyes, women carrying the future, and children with curious faces. They stood there, not shouting in anger, not bowing in submission. An old woman, her face a map of seasons, stepped forward. Her voice, though quiet, carried across the square. "We feared the king because he feared himself," she said. "Now he fears only losing what is right." A young man beside her added, his voice firm, "If love made him human, let him rule as one." Murmurs of agreement trickled through the crowd, growing into a wave of consensus. For the first time, the throne was not just endured, it was accepted. Of course, not everyone was pleased. A few of the old chiefs, their power built on the foundation of fear, refused to accept this new reality. They plotted rebellion in the shadows, whispering of tradition and the old ways. But without the curse to fuel the people's terror, their threats were empty. The people didn't rise up against them with weapons, they simply walked away. Tradition that refuses to grow eventually stands alone, isolated and powerless. Then King UCHE appeared before the people, and beside him stood Onome. He looked at the crowd, then at her. Slowly, he removed the heavy crown from his head and placed it at her feet. "She is no longer a slave," he declared, his voice clear and strong. "She is free, by my word and by yours." The crowd responded as one, their voices a unified chorus. Freedom accepted. Tears streamed down Onome's face. She had spent her life being claimed by masters, but never before had she been chosen by a people. And what of the king? UCHE's face did not magically become handsome. The scars remained, a testament to his past, but something profound had changed. Children no longer cried when they saw him. Women didn't avert their gaze. Men greeted him with open respect. The ugliness that had defined his entire life lost its power the moment fear died. He was still UCHE, but now they saw the man, not the monster. UCHE did not command Onome to be his queen. He waited. He gave her the one thing she had never truly had, a choice. And when Onome chose him freely, with a heart full of love, the entire land rejoiced. Their wedding wasn't marked by lavish rituals or ancient blood offerings. It was simple vows spoken under an open sky, as beauty married truth. With this union, the kingdom of Alegbo was reborn. Slavery was abolished. The dark, binding covenants of the past were broken. The throne room, once shrouded in shadow, was opened to the cleansing light of the sun. The people used to say, "We fear our king." Now they said, "We recognize him." Years passed, and the legend of Alegbo spread far and wide. Travelers would share the tale. In distant lands, once they would begin, an ugly king ruled by fear. But a slave girl looked at him and saw not a beast, but a man. He chose love, and in doing so, his kingdom chose life. And so the story became a lesson passed down through generations. The elders would say that beauty fades and power cracks, but a heart that chooses what is right becomes a story that never dies. To this day, mothers in Alegbo still tell their daughters, "Do not fear ugly things, fear ugly hearts." Thank you for following the story of UCHE and Onome to its conclusion. If their journey has touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales that explore the depths of the human spirit. Until next time.